In 2 minutes.
Oh, I will ask all the IXP personnel to come here at the beginning of the IXP personnel. So we will give you the 1 minute to explain your IXPs. So at the beginning of the IXP personnel, please come to the right side of the stage. Okay, please. Thank you.
All right, welcome back. This is the third and final session of the Peering Forum. First up, we have Bijal, who will be giving a presentation on the IXF database and tool. Bijal?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Oh. Where am I clicking? Which way? This way, okay. Okay, hello, and welcome back after lunch. Is that okay? Feels like it's a bit loud. Okay, I'm Bijal Sangani, and I'm going to talk to you about some database work that we've been doing at EuroIX, also within the Federation, and some tools. Tools that are not just for the internet exchange points, but also for networks. So hopefully you'll find something useful here. Right, a little bit about what we do. We have two meetings a year, and we have around 40 plus internet exchange points attend. While our name is EuroIX, we do have members from all over the world, including Asia. So it's a great opportunity for internet exchange points to come together and share their information. We do an annual European IXP report, and the 2016 report is going to be available soon on the website. So if you're interested in seeing just different statistics about internet exchange points in Europe, please go and have a look at that. We've recently started some new programs, and these programs are actually to help and support different internet exchange points from around the world. And we have a Mentor IX program, and this works is kind of like a twinning, where the internet exchange point in need will, we will match you up with an internet exchange point that has that capability to support the needs of the IX. And that's running well. We have a fellowship program, and with the internet exchange points again, what we do is we fund them to attend the forum. And we've had a great amount of smaller exchanges who can't necessarily afford to come to the forums themselves, and they go back with a lot of experience, knowledge, and also the networking opportunities they find are really useful. And we have a benchmarking club. To talk to us and to each other, we have mailing lists, newsletters, so if you're interested to hear about different things going on in the IXP world, subscribe to our newsletter. We have various different working groups, and of course we're on social media. So follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And on YouTube, actually, we have the IXP video, and it's now translated into 12 different languages. So we're constantly trying to find new languages to have this video available in. So if anyone is able to translate the video for us, come and see me. So we are a non-profit association for internet exchange points. We have 82 members. 56 of those are actually from Europe, and 26 from outside of Europe. And they operate over 100 peering lands. So there's a lot of experience there. Our newest members are Global IX and Data IX, both based in Europe. We have patrons who support our cause, and the ones highlighted in blue are the newest ones. So, our website. I don't know if any of you saw the old website, but we launched the new one last year, and it's looking a lot better than it did before. But here are some of our the top improvements that we've done. So with regards to the back-end database, what we did was we decided to rebuild the whole database and start from scratch. So the IXPs have all been verified and checked to make sure that the data in there is okay. So top improvements are the ASN automation. So internet exchange points can now automatically enter their ASN information into the database. We have a switch database, a root server database. IXPs are able to edit their own profiles, which surprisingly they couldn't do before, and other edits and things that are now available for internet exchange points. We have a peering matrix, service matrix, and ASN database, and I'm going to show you how you can use those a bit later on. And database quality improvements. So while we said, right, let's start from the scratch and rebuild this whole database, let's make sure that the data that's going in there is correct, and that the internet exchange points in there are actually alive and working. So this is what it looks like. So if you're looking for an internet exchange point, you would first go to the organization profile, which, if you like, is the parent. And then you see the IXP listed there, and then the IXPs are listed. The data that we collect from the internet exchange points include profile, network, their switch information, the ASNs, and other information that comes together, and you'll see the different matrices that are produced from that. So here is our ASN database. This is collected from the data that's put into the database from the Internet Exchange Points, and you can see the number of participants, the ones that are IPv6 enabled, and the unique ASNs. Here you can also run searches and also see which are the most recent updates. So when a new ASN is added, that gets listed in the recent search. And of course, the most common. So here we have the list of the most common ASNs at Internet Exchange Points. And one of the new improvements that we have now is that not only do we list the number of exchange points that an ASN is present at, but we also list the IXs. So if you click on the button on the present at, it will actually list all the exchanges. So if you're looking for an ASN and you want to see where they're connected, you just click on the button and you can see which ASNs are present at which exchange. This is the peering matrix. So all the information that's entered by the Internet Exchange Points comes into, this is one of the matrices that we have available. And what this one does is it compares the Internet Exchange Points, if you like, with each other. So you can see which ASNs are common at various different exchange points. So, for example, we've got, well, you can see here ones that are at AMS6 and AMS6 Caribbean and AMS6, and I'm just trying to find another one, BBIX Tokyo, so they have two that are the same there. Another one of the great tools we have is the IXP service matrix. And what this does is it allows you to have a quick snapshot of the IXP environment. So you can see the different Internet Exchange Points and what services they provide. So rather than having to log on to all the different exchange points individually and see what they're doing, you can just go to one place and see listed what their ASNs are, whether they do jumbo frames, whether they have a reseller, and various other information in that list. This is our new and improved search. Again, you can put into the search an ASN or an IXP, and with the advanced filters, you can do things like search for ASNs that are present at one exchange and not at another. We are looking at putting more information into this, so watch this space. Quick snapshot of the switch and root server database. This is probably more useful for the Internet Exchange Points, and what we find is that they look at this information, and if they have any problems with their vendors, they can do a search and see which other IXPs are using that particular vendor with that software, and they can then contact them, and it's a great way for them to work out any issues that they have using the own community. So that's just the beginning of the database. Where are we now? So we have a very basic database schema in place, and this records information about Internet Exchange Points. Not just Internet Exchange Points, but the various services they provide, but also the customers that they serve and the ASN information as well. The IXP API is live, and you can access it there for those that want to start using that. What's next? So we are looking to, our next step in this database project is actually to extend and internationalize the admin interface. So like we have EuroIX, which serves the Europe region. There is APIX for Asia, there is LACIX for South America, and AFIX for Africa. And we are all going to have our own interface so that the internet exchange points in our own regions can put their data in locally. And this is also useful for different regions that may want to have it in different languages. So for example, in South America, they've been looking at doing their database work in either Spanish or Portuguese, or both. We will be creating further APIs and future revisions to the database to capture more data. I don't think there's ever such a thing as enough data, so we're looking to expand the data collection that we have so that it can be more useful, well, for everyone. So I managed to persuade Andy to give me an example. So thanks Andy, for the example here. And this is just a very simple one of what you can do with using the API. So if you're looking to join an internet exchange, or you're at an internet exchange and you want to see, OK, who do I need to approach? Who do I need to speak to get more peering? This is just a little example of what you can do. So who am I not peering with at LONAT? So you have a script which can load all the adjacencies into an array. So I'm sure most of you will have like databases of the ASNs that you currently connect to. And you need a complete list of peers that you can compare this to. So using the IXP API, here is the list of arrays. And the little script that you would put into place, which is very basic. And as you can see the list of the ASNs that you are already connected to. And with a click of a button, you can list all the networks that you're not time you meet them at APRICOT meeting or at the Asia Peering Forum, that you know that you can go and speak to and say, hey, come peer with me. So we also have a IXP JSON schema, and this contains both IXP data and the IXP participant data. So for example, the ASNs, the locations, so just all the information that I've just presented to you. Currently, we have 24 IXP independent implementations, and over the last couple of days, I've actually found that there are other IXPs that are doing this, which aren't listed yet. So I think there's quite a few more. And also, there is an open source implementation in IXP Manager. So the internet exchange points that use IXP Manager automatically have this export function into the IXP database, so that the data is automatically exported and there's no need for using configuration or your hands as we try and go into a world of automation. The source is all available on GitHub. So you sit there and think, well, I can just go to the IXP and get the information myself. But what the advantages that you get from using the API, the IXF API, is that you get all the data in a single format from all the IXPs, and it's standard. And in a world where we're all trying to standardize things, this is a great step towards that. So the data, again, is fed from the IXP, and the IXPs have the accurate data. They own it, so it comes from them. And it's portable, supportable, and scalable and extendable. So like I said, we are looking to increase the data capture that we have. So we're always looking for accurate information, and I think this is one of the things that we all miss. You can go to one database and you see some information there, but it's not somewhere else. And we're all trying to get to have this information, and we want it to be as accurate as possible. So one of the things with that is why we're trying to bring more of the automation into what we're doing with the IXP database. You know, it means for networks who are searching this information, they have various different places they can go. It's quite easy to have scripts in place to compare the data. And the tools and portal is currently available on EuroIX. So the tools that I just shared with you, that's currently available on the EuroIX portal. But like I said, the other IXPAs in their own regions will be doing the same thing, and it will all be available in the local regions. The other good thing about this is that we have global reach. So it's not just me as EuroIX going to the IXPs and saying, hey, please update your data. But all the IXPAs are doing this as well. You know, with APIX on Sunday, we're talking about the database, the same thing happening in the LAC region in Africa. So all the different IXPAs are reaching out to their local internet exchange points to make sure that the data is fed into the database. And again, with the JSON format schema that we're working on, this is going to be shared within the different regions so that this data can also be imported automagically. The data is complementary to the database services that the RIRs and the NIRs have, and PeeringDB. So we believe that the data in the database is all complementary, and I think it's great that we can all work together on this. And that's it. Are there any questions?
Thanks, Bijal. Any questions? Okay.
No.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
So next we have Anna Nieper from DKIX to give us an update on PeeringDB.
Yeah, hi. So actually, I'm here not in my capacity as from DKIX, but from PeeringDB. So what I will do in the next 20 minutes, give you an update on PeeringDB. Actually, I guess last time we were at APRICOT, we introduced the new face of PeeringDB, and that's what I may now report about is almost 1 year of PeeringDB 2.0, what's new, and so on and so on. The next step is talk a little bit about the membership and how PeeringDB is set up, the different committees we have, our sponsorship program, and information and resources. So PeeringDB itself, it's almost around, I guess, for 12 or 13 years. And PeeringDB was created as a database for peering information on the internet. So we have a lot of information already about networks which is stored in the IIRs, but when it comes to peering, this is not enough. You also need more information basically on the internet exchanges, and more important also is if you want to do private peering is about facilities. And the goal of PeeringDB really was to store all this information about networks, IXPs, and facilities just in one place, and also to link all this information. So Richard Steenbergen, now Turkbergen, put up a database, PeeringDB 1.0, with a lot of information, and people really, although it was, I would say, a shitty interface, liked it. And more information came in about facilities, about network, internet exchange point. It had drawbacks, and this was a reason for a couple of guys to say, okay, we see the need. We see the need from the community, and we have to do something new. And a PeeringDB record makes it for you, basically the network people. This is the reason why it was invented for. Easy to find information and to establish peering. And if you have not yet registered on a network, being that you only have transit, please go to our website and register. So after roughly 2 years of hard work from our programmers, we launched PeeringDB 2.0 on March 15th, 2016. At the same time, we did a last dump to a database which is still available. The move from 1.0 to 2.0 went very smooth. Now it has a new, really shiny interface with a lot of new features. And in between, we also did a couple of updates. The current release is 2.0.14, and the plan is to more or less do an update every month with new features and bug fixes. This is really interesting. This gives you statistics on how PeeringDB 2.0 was accepted by the community. As you can see, we have an increase by 67% of registered verified users. This all is from 15 March to end of last year. We have an increase by roughly 30% in member organizations. This is also a new type we now have. We have an organization, and an organization may have records so as a network, a facility, or an exchange point. We have also a steep increase by roughly 40% in peering networks, by 20% in interconnection facilities, and also an increase by 13% in internet exchange points. These internet exchange point increase only by 30% may seem a little bit less, but what we also did at the same time is that we have to work on the accuracy of the database. So before that, with PeeringDB 1.0, there was not really time, and also there was no tools to really check the data. So the data came in, the voluntary or the admins, who all of them work voluntary for PeeringDB, checked it shortly, and then it was put in. As we think that, especially on internet exchanges and facility, it's most important to check for accuracy. We first concentrated on internet exchanges and went through the whole list and tried to identify whether they really exist, and if they did not exist, we threw them out. Still, we have an increase by roughly 15%. This is the key new features which we have in PeeringDB. PeeringDB 2.0 was complete rewritten in Python from scratch. We have a new database schema. We now also have data versioning. That means we are able to roll back. We also are able to have data from history, which is most useful for researchers. And what is most important is we had an MySQL interface, but what we now have is a RESTful API, which is stateless and which is very useful. And with PeeringDB 1.0, the facilities and exchanges were not able to maintain their data. This was changed with PeeringDB 2.0. We now have a new concept. We have organizations, and the organization, as mentioned before, organizations are able to have records like facilities, network, or internet exchange point. So this means there is no difference anymore between networks, facilities, and internet exchanges. You have organizations, and an organization can hold any of these 3 types of records. What was also a hassle with PeeringDB 1.0 was the way how you were able to maintain your record. For every new network, you needed a new account. Also, this concept was completely overhauled. Now, you are able to maintain just with 1 account as many organizations as you need. Of course, if you want, you are still able, if you say, no, I want different account for different organization, you still may have. What we've also seen with PeeringDB 1.0, that data privacy was not very well. This led to a lot of, I would not say a lot, but every now and then we saw salespersons crawling through the databases and spamming users. Now we have good permissions on that. You may say that data is just private. Private means only you, the user, is able to see it. Users means users which have an account, and then public permissions. We do not have any longer the guest account, but there really is no need, because on the both the user interface as well as the API on networks, on facilities, as well as IXP is public. Only the personal data or email addresses, these are, therefore you perhaps need an account. Definitely you need this information if someone decided to make this information only visible to users or to, which are private. I already said that we have an API. The API allows you to do anything, to read, create, update, or delete records. As said, there are 4 types of records. This is organization, net, IXs, and facilities, and the complete list of the API is under this URL over there. This is a quick example how to work with the API. You simply call curl to get the information, and it outputs standard output is in JSON format, and from this JSON format it's easily then to fill in your script what you need for your peering records. If you want, you are also able to rack up your own local database and sync it with a peering database. Sorry. The PeeringDB Django library is used for the local peering database, and locally you are able to use different databases, MySQL, Postgres, SQLite. There is also a Python client to query the database. What most users do is they use either the API or the graphical user interface, and for that reason we have put up a separate status.peeringdb.com to give you an overview and the healthiness and status of PeeringDB. You see here the healthiness of the database, the HTTP, the website itself. Then we do backup every 15 minutes, as far as I know. This gives you the status of email delivery, and this is about our support database, which is offered by DeskPro, and this is simply a ping. As you can see, this is taken from 2 weeks ago. We more or less, as far as I know, since 6 weeks, 7 weeks, or 8 weeks, we have 100% uptime. Besides the production server, we have also a beta server, which is reachable on the beta.peeringdb.com. This runs the latest beta software version. It provides the same interface as the production database. And as said, what we currently do is almost every month we will push out a new version. So this was basically the fundamentals, the technical behind PeeringDB. Now we come to membership and governance. So PeeringDB itself was formally formed as an organization almost in end of 2016, 15. Since January 2016, we are whatever company under US law. This is a non-for-profit. We already have 2 elections. The first election was end of 2015, and already after half of a year, there was a re-election of the board. Though the membership, everyone or any corporation, limited liability company, partnership, or other legal business may become a member. So being a member means that you hold an organization record in PeeringDB and that you also are subscribed to this mailing list over here. You see? pdb.gov. And as soon as you meet these 2 criteria, you are automatically a member of PeeringDB and are eligible to vote. So currently, this is a little bit outdated. This is mid of October last year. We roughly had 300 addresses subscribed to the governance list, which resulted in roughly 100 members. We have the next election in April 2017, and this is currently the board of directors and officers. This is Chris Caputo, who is our secretary and treasurer, and then we roll out the board every year. Half of the board is rolled out. So we have Aaron and Job, who have a term expiring only next year. Then Patrick, Matt, and me, our term expires in April, and we have elections again in April for another 2 years term. Every year there is election, and either 2 or 3 people will then roll over. Besides the board, we have 2 committees. This is the admin committee and the product committee. The admin committee more or less do the day-to-day work, register new user accounts, answer support questions, and take care of other support issues as well. We are currently looking for new members. 2 seats are open. If you are interested, please shoot an email to Job or to me or to the board. Then we have the product committee. The product committee is there to focus input from the community and to vote on feature requests. It also manages the roadmap and the development priorities and interacts with a board for budget to get things done. The board members, Aaron and Matt, are leading this committee, and currently we are not looking for any new members over there. So this is the list of admin committees. This is statistics on support tickets. What we've seen, I don't have the figures from PeeringDB 1.0, but support tickets from 1.0 to 2.0 almost increased by 300%. That means currently we have roughly, you see, between 20 and 30 tickets per day. With 1.0 we only had between 5 and 10 tickets. This shows that PeeringDB 2.0 is well accepted. And the last column also shows the resolve time. So our goal is to resolve a ticket within 1 day. We were, you see, at the very beginning, this worked very well. We slowed down a bit, and I guess this is most due to that most of the requests which come in is approving for networks, which is not that a challenging job. And what we try to do is to automate this as much as possible to give you, again, a good response on resolving tickets. Did I show already this slide? Don't know. These are the members of the product committee. Then PeeringDB itself, the use of PeeringDB is free. You don't have to pay anything. This is unlike any other membership. If you are an IRI member, you have to pay a fee to get your objects registered. Anyone is able to store information there, being it a facility, an IXP, or a network. But on the other hand, we also have costs. We have costs to run the service, to run the services, to pay for new developments. And we finance this by sponsoring only. We have different sponsor categories. This is diamond, platinum, gold, and silver. The sponsorship always holds for 1 year. And if you're interested, please sponsor PeeringDB. It starts as low as $2,500 per year. This is a list of our valued sponsors. A lot of, especially bigger organizations, they see a lot of value in PeeringDB because it helps to automate their peering requests, peering setup, and so on and so on. This is a list of more information about it, and you will find in the slides another, or in the documentation, another 10 slides with more information on how to use PeeringDB, how to register, how to modify records, and so on and so on.
Thanks, Arno. Thanks, Arno. Any questions for Arno on PeeringDB? Very quiet.
Everyone is sleeping.
Hi, Daryl Collins from Akamai. Do you have any plans to try and solve the problem where you get the same IP address on an IX registered to 2 ASs?
So yes, with PeeringDB 1.0, did not really have a concept of IP addresses. You could put in everything, and unfortunately, but with PeeringDB 1.0, what you could not do is to put in an IP address twice. Unfortunately, when we migrated from 1.0 to 2.0, this check whether an IP address already is registered went away for whatever reason. It's a bug. Meanwhile, there are a lot of IP addresses in there, or twice or 3 times. We are working on it to get rid of it.
Great, thank you.
Another point which you also might address, what happens if network retracts from an IXP, it has to clean up. So the IXP itself does not have any means to deconfigure an IP address. Bijal already mentioned that there is the IXP, the URIX JSON schema, where IXP publish the list of IP addresses available at an exchange point. And what we also would like to do is to take these data to make, to compare this information with the information which we have in the database, and then simply throw out any ASN which is not registered at this Internet exchange point.
Any other questions? So a comment from me, Arno. I think that the quality of the data in PeeringDB is really important. In the past, I've noticed service providers, putting themselves up as internet exchanges, either because they're confused or they don't really understand what they're trying to do.
Yeah, data quality, definitely. This is also a topic we are working on. Unfortunately, data quality is nothing which you really can automate on. Not very much. You can do sanity checks. You can try to send out mails or something like that. But in the end, more or less, there always or often has to be a human who has to check it whether it's right or not.
Yeah, so I guess my question is, when we spot something wrong with that data, do we just open a ticket with PeeringDB?
Yes, just send an email to PeeringDB and give as much to support@peeringdb.com, give as much information as possible, and then an admin is working on it. We are happy if you send us in this information.
Great. Any other questions from the audience for Arno? All right. Thank you. Thank you, Arno.
Thank you. And once again, if you want to sponsor, please sponsor.
And finally, we have Toyama-san from JPNAP to give us an APIX update.
Hello, I am Katsuya Toyama, and the ex-chair of the APIX Association. Also, this time we had an election, and just I stepped down due to the bylaws that's not allow the too long on the board. Okay. Oh, maybe you know that what APIX is. Yeah. So this is very familiar for you. So we are an association of internet exchange providers in Asia Pacific region. And you may know our internet exchanges in Asia Pacific is approximately 169 internet exchange points according to the PCH directory, and over 225 countries or economies. Okay. And why such kind of association is necessary in Asia and Pacific? Of course, we are doing the same business in each country or economy and having almost the same kind of issues. So it is worth creating these kind of community to share information and experiences about the technical, operational, and business issues and its solutions regarding internet exchange. Okay, so by this meeting, the steering committees were there. So as steering committee members here, and I and Shehu and AJ expired the term of the office this before that, we would like to update about the APIX members. Our previous meeting, which was held in October in Colombo, at the time, we had 23 IXP members and 16 countries. But then after that, by this meeting, we had two newcomers, and accordingly, one country increased. The country is the Philippines. Okay? And the new member is in this one. So Mumbai IX in India and PH Open IX in the Philippines. Those are the two new members of the APIX. So currently, you can see the list of these members. So we have a lot of countries and economies in this area. And this time, the attendees is recorded in the 54, but actually, this was a registered users, number of the users. And actually, I think that the 60 or more people has been registered, and the 20 IXPs in Asia Pacific has joined. Of course, in other regions, 4 or 5 internet exchanges people joined. So this time it's very big meeting. And the summary of this meeting is described here. And a technical session, we discussed the IXP databases, which was presented visual, almost like this today's presentation. And IXP database is also important for the IXPs because we can update, we should update our data into these databases. And it will be the synchronized other databases. And also the AMSIX introduced us the technologies for monitoring and debugging and IX platforms. And also, we discussed about many routes on route servers. Some of our customers would like to announce a lot of routes on the route server. And some of the smaller ISPs sometimes cannot accept such a big number of the routes from the route servers. And we discuss and share and experiences of this situation. Yeah. And there is no conclusion, but we could share good experiences and best current practices. And also we had updates from each ISP. And also for administrative topics, this time we collected the membership fee. So for the 2017, and the 18 of the 25 IXPs paid the membership fee. Very good number. And also we discussed the bio modification, and this was approved. And because then some members does not pay the fee, and in that case, do we need some kind of penalty in that word? But yeah, so in that case, the member who does not pay the membership fee lose the voting rights. Okay, and we had a steering committee election, and we also discussed open peering event in Asia Pacific. Okay, so the new steering committee member is described here. So AJ and Zoe and Haryanto are the new members. And among them, the new chairperson is Brian. Okay, he's a new chair. Okay, yeah, and each member has been assigned these kind of roles. Okay, and last and the big information for you is describe these slides. So APIX is planning to have a new open peering event in Asian Pacific region named Peering Asia. And first one will be done in November 1st to November 2nd. And this will be held in Kyoto, Japan. We will reserve the venue, Western Miyako Hotel. So as you could see, the autumn Kyoto, so you could see the, oh yeah, finished, yeah. So there are last slide. So you could see there's the autumn leaves there, okay? So please mark on your calendar that we will have the new peering event on November 1st to 2nd. So please mark on your calendar. And the hosts are the Japanese commercial internet exchanges, the BBIX, Equinix Japan, and JPIX, and the JPNAP. Okay? And also, we need sponsors, so please help us. And so we will prepare it as soon as possible. Okay? Thank you very much. So, any questions?
Thanks, Liam. Any questions? I think we will move on to the IX personals. So
please, the next slide. So IXP people, please come to this area. And I'd like to show the IXP information and in alphabetical order. The first, Asian-Pacific region, IXPs, A to Z. And after that, in other regions from A to Z. Okay? So please come here. And probably the A, APIX, will be the first. Okay? Oh, I uploaded?
You uploaded to the system. Yeah, uploaded to the system. IXP, this is the newest one. Open the newest one. There's a date, right? There's a date. Why? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think so.
yeah, I think this is the one.
So just a moment, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, first maybe M6 and the BBIX and the Dixie, Equinix, blah, blah, blah. And Arnold, you are last. Yeah, the first Asian-Pacific region. Sorry for that. Oh, here we go. So first one. Okay, first one. Okay, please. Go. Yeah, please move forward. Okay, so the first one then M6 Hong Kong, and the next M6 India. Yeah, I do it.
I am Alexander Mitrov from AMSIX. Most of you know us for operating an exchange in Amsterdam. But next to it, we also operate 6 other exchanges globally. And AMSIX Hong Kong is one of them. AMSIX Hong Kong is located in the Sino-Favor facility. But since we recently merged or interconnected the exchange with MegaIX of Megaport in Hong Kong, now we are also available in 4 other locations in Hong Kong. We are available in MegaI, HK Colo, and the Equinix data centers. At AMSIX Hong Kong, we have at the moment 32 connected networks. It's a nice mix of global content providers and also local ISPs. There are also a lot of ISPs from the Asia-Pacific region, for example, from Korea, from Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, and so on. The current traffic levels are 24 gigabit, but since we are in the process of migrating all the MegaIX customers to AMSIX Hong Kong, so this should increase soon. At AMSIX Hong Kong, we support route servers. Most of our customers are peering with the route servers. And next to it, we also have a customer portal where our customers can manage their connection or see S-flow statistics. If you want to know more about AMSIX Hong Kong, feel free to approach me, or you can always contact us by email. Thanks.
Thank you. So I forgot to mention,
So 1 minute for each, okay? So time is limited, 1 minute. The next one, what? So next slide, please. Sorry, doesn't work. So I'm Zix India. Okay, please.
Hi, I'm Harsha. I'm from Sifi Technologies Limited. We are an Indian company. We've just launched the exchange in India. We have a brand and technology licensing agreement with AMSIX. The intention is to bring a global standard and the best practices of AMSIX as they operate exchanges globally in terms of policy, in terms of technology, in terms of the intent to relatively to India. Our exchange is just launched. We are about a week old. We have some contracts that are slowly getting into place. But I think it's an interesting point in time from an India market perspective. So we look forward to seeing a lot more peers over the next year or so. Thank you.
Thank you. So the next, BBIX. Please move forward.
Hi, I'm AJ from BBIX, and we're operating 3 AIX exchange point, and we have a POP in Japan, Singapore, and Hong Kong, and then these POPs are linked together by our own submarine cable. And our location in Singapore is Equinix SG1, Hong Kong Mega I, and then Tokyo we have several locations in this slide. And then our latest update is we're going to launch our new latest POP inside of the cable landing station was in Maruyama. So you can get more traffic from Tokyo area without having an expensive backhaul. And then we do have more than 140 S number right now, and then our peak traffic is around 700 gig. And we do support route server, and then if you have any questions, you can contact me, or you can find more detail on the website or PeeringDB. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next, BKNX.
Hi everyone, I'm Nant from BKNX, that stands for Bangkok Neutral Internet Exchange Point. We are located in Bangkok, Thailand. So now we have 2 locations. The first is in TCC, and the new one is in Sesok Info that is in the near inner city of Bangkok. We have 15 SSN connect to us, and we have peak traffic about 16 gigabit. So we deploy the bird route server also. So we have second location, and now we have new 4 members and 1 upcoming member from the broadband operator. We are also arrange a second peering forum in Thailand. So next slide please. So the peering forum is in 15 and 16 May. So this is a free event. If you have a chance to come to Bangkok, I encourage you to come to Thailand. And in this event, we have many ISP and many providers from Thailand to make a decision or talking about the business in Thailand also. So we just deployed the new feature to route server. We add the peer-to-peer graph. We add the remote backhaul community also. If you have anything about us, you can send email to info@bigkenix.co.th or talk with me as well. Thank you.
Thank you. So next, the Dixie. No one from Dixie? Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, so this, okay, so let's go. Okay.
Hey, hi, I'm Vijay from Equinix APAC. In APAC, we actually operate our IX platform in 6 different metros across 4 different countries. I mean, if you need more details on the IBXs, number of IBXs, I can always give it to you. And across 6 different metros, we have 475 consolidated AS numbers peering with our route server based on the bird daemon. The recent updates, we actually launched the DDoS RTBH feature globally end of Q2 last year. And the peering participants can actually make use of that feature. To support the 100 gig demand, we are actually upgrading our platform to high density fabric and modules. And that is also to shorten the lead time for the 100 gig ports. Apart from that, we are also exploring the GoBGP as an alternate route server that we can actually deploy in our platform. And we are still exploring it. And if we have more data, if you have more queries, I think we have friends here that we can approach. And lastly, if you have any query or if you need more information, you can always contact me or you can send email. And you can also talk to Raf. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, too much. So, yeah. Okay. HKIX, please.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ryan from HKIX. And actually, we have 260 of connected AS number, and our peak traffic is around 717 gigabit. And for our recent updates, we are setting up multiple HKIX data sites, and you can refer to the PowerPoint, and HKIX 2 is ready now, and HKIX 3 is advantage, and they will be ready by February 2017, and HKIX 4 is NTT, and HKIX 5 is KDDI, and they will ready by April in 2017. And if you have any questions, please feel free to talk with me or our team leader, Kenneth Chen, and you can also send email to us. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, IIX.
Hello everyone, I'm Zul from Indonesia Internet Exchange. Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, Indonesia has 34 provinces, and we also archipelago country, so we have 1,000 islands. So for the future, we need to, right now we creating a new grand design for Indonesia Internet Exchange. And we will build 14 POP in Indonesia. So everybody who wants to help us and give the best idea to us, and the best idea, I will give you voucher to holiday in Bali. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next. Okay, IX Australia? Oh, maybe no. Okay, so maybe if you find Joe and around here, please contact. And IX Australia has a lot of internet exchanges. They also have an in New Zealand, okay? Auckland. Okay, so next one. Oh, JPIX, please.
Hi, I'm Masataka from engineering department of JPIX. We operate to IX network called as JPX Metropolitan Tokyo and JPX Osaka. And we have 154 connected network in Tokyo and 35 connected network in Osaka. What I'd like to say, a recent update. The number of members using 100 gig is increasing now. And of course, we can offer 100 gig port in Osaka. And we started to offer VLAN service for transit over IX network. And if you are interested in, please feel free to contact us. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next, JP Knapp.
Hello everyone, my name is Ken from JP Knapp. We are exchanging almost 880 gigabit and so it is increasing rapidly by 30% in a half year. So we are connecting over 130 AS numbers. So and JP Knapp has 7 POPs in Tokyo and Osaka. So we are about to launching new POPs at Tokyo Data Center from next April. So we are waiting for whoever has POPs at Tokyo. So let's connect as soon. And one more thing, we started operating our route server by GoBGP. So if you have any question, please feel free to contact us. Thank you.
Thank you. So next, Kings.
Hi, this is Seong from Kings, and we are from Seoul, South Korea. Right now in Korea, we have 3 points of presence, one in Kings Togok. The second one is LGCNS Kasan IDC, and then the third one is Hostway Bundang IDC. Our peak traffic is about 320 gigs with 46 AS numbers connected to our IX, and we have route servers. And our remote peering locations are in Hong Kong Mega I, and LA One Wilshire. In Hong Kong, we are a member of Hong Kong IX, and in One Wilshire, we are a member of NE2 IX. So coming soon this year, we're gonna add 2 more additional POPs in Korea, IX POPs in Korea, and we're also looking to expand our presence to Japan this year. If you have any more, if you want more information, you can access our website, or you can email us at globalbiz@kings.net. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next, Megaport. So APAC first, sorry.
Hello, I'm Gavin Tweedy from Megaport. We operate exchanges in several cities in APAC and Australia, New Zealand, along with elsewhere. Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Perth in Australia. Can I do the next slide? Auckland, Singapore and Hong Kong. As previously mentioned, Hong Kong, we've been migrating the participants onto the APIX exchange, and that's almost complete. If you have any questions about peering with us in any of those locations, catch me at the coffee cart later in the week. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And next. So Mumbai IX.
Namaste, APRICOT. So we rebranded ourselves from Mumbai Convergence Hub to Mumbai IX for the IX purposes during last October. When we did that, we were 102 members. That's 6 months back, and we are 173 today. So we are able to do quite a lot of growth right now. We are located at 2 locations. One is in New Mumbai, which is next to the M6 POP, probably like 300 meters. And the second one is another 300 meters from the Tata LVSP data center, which is again in WebWorks. The peak traffic is around 19 Gbps. That is majorly because of the cricket matches, but otherwise traffic is roughly around 40 gigs. We are running Bird. We have a dual stack configuration on that. Some of you guys know us with our partnership with Decade, so we're still exploring opportunities to understand how we can improve the association and do better. We should be opening up a couple more new POPs in India. So in case if you guys are interested in India and you wanted to have a location in India, you can come back and let us know where you think we should be the next locations. And we should be going live with 100G switches as well. Great, thank you.
Thank you. Next, MOIIX.
Hi everyone, my name is Mohan. I'm from Malaysia Internet Exchange. We are the only neutral internet exchange in Malaysia. We have two presence in Kuala Lumpur, AIM data center, and the other one is Cyberjaya. Both of the nodes are connected via 100 gig backbone. We have a number of connected ASN is about 78, and our traffic folio is balanced. And we have our peak traffic of about 200 gig, and we do have a route server. And we do have peers from various countries from regional. And if you have further information, you can contact me or you can visit our booth. Thank you.
Thank you. So next, Nixie. No one from Nixie? Okay, so Nixie has another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 point of presence. Yeah, and the 54 number of the ASN connected, the 94. Yeah. So the recent update is in the 4 nodes in the Mumbai, Noida, yeah, these kind of things. And the Nixie installed the new brokerage switches. Okay, so contact is here. So the next, okay, so NPIX, please.
Hi, namaste. My name is Rupesh Shrestha. I'm representing Internet Exchange Nepal. We have, Internet Exchange Nepal is a non-profit organization, and we have 2 POPs in Nepal. One is in Kathmandu, which is the capital city of Nepal, and another one is in Patun. Altogether, we have 29 ASNs connected in our Kathmandu exchange and 20 in Patun exchange. Aggregate traffic of around 1 gig. We haven't deployed our route servers yet. The good thing is we had 100% uptime last year, and we are planning to upgrade our switches to 10 gig switches. Altogether, we have 23 paying members, apart from few other important members, which like government organizations, which we have not charged. If you need to contact me, I have my email address over there and the website. And the good thing, another thing is we will be hosting APRICOT next year in the beautiful city of Kathmandu, Nepal. We are distributing our postcards as well. If you haven't collected, please feel free to contact me and get a copy of it so that it'll be an invitation for you to come to Nepal. Thank you.
Thank you. So next, SGIX.
Hi everyone, I'm Jeff from Singapore Internet Exchange, SGIX. Today we have 2 core switch located in Global Switch and One Net East, and also through a series of virtual POPs through our partners. 76 ASN connected, peak traffic went to 2.3 gig. We operate 2 route servers in each location. The 2 locations are also linked up with gigabit links. And as a national IX, we're also trying to leverage on local partners to reach out to every corner of the country. Some recent updates, we are doing an infra upgrade right now. In fact, it is ongoing at the moment. Increase all the total count, total port capacity, as well as rolling out 100 gig ports. More information can be found at our website, www.sgis.sg, or you can email info@sgis.sg, or you can catch me anytime during the conference. Thanks.
Thank you. So next, TPIX.
Hello, good afternoon. This is William from TPX. We are from Taiwan, and we have two, actually they are all in our IDC buildings, Chief LY and Chief HD building. We have 29 plus 2 members, and we are the largest IX in Taiwan. And I find a way to get our mother company, Zhonghwa's people, out for a meeting. But yeah, they have their IX, but we are now bigger than them in membership and also in traffic. And actually last year when I presenting APRICOT, we have less than 30 gigs. So, but within 1 year, we have doubled the traffic. And of course, we are using a raw server. And there are some members that keep on growing their traffic. For example, like TANET, which is the academic network of Taiwan. And the Zhonghwa's international arm also appearing in our TPX. And some from China because of the political issue. So they are not on the member list on our website, but they are here. And we are covering 6 million eyeballs out of the 23 million population in Taiwan. And we are going to provide 100 gig ports at a fairly low price. So if you're in Taiwan, have me, and we are the place to go to for peering. Thank you.
Thank you. And next, the IXPs from other regions, or mainly Europe. Okay. First one is in the DKIX.
Yeah, it's me again, Arnold from DKIX. I'm here with Teresa and Marco. Since last year, we opened 2 new exchanges. This is one in Dallas and United States, as well as in Madrid. And if you are from the Asian region, you might be interested in connecting to our exchanges in Palermo and Marseille, and perhaps also to the internet exchange in Dubai, the UAE-IX, which is totally operated by us. More information can be found in PeeringDB.
Thank you. So next links.
Hi everyone, my name's Jennifer. I'm from Links, the London Internet Exchange. So we operate several LANs over different cities. We've got 2 LANs in London, one in Manchester, one in Edinburgh, Cardiff, and then we also have a peering LAN in North Virginia in the States. So if anybody's network reaches the East Coast, then let us know and we might be able to help you out there. We're in all these sites in London. If you don't have a presence in those specific sites in London, come and talk to us because we work with loads of partners who can get you into our exchange from other data centers in London. So the London LANs have 779 ASNs connected, about 3.3 terabits of traffic per second, and about same again on our private interconnect service that we offer in London. We've got root servers across all of the exchanges. Last year we had over 120 applications for membership. Our members come from approximately 73 different countries, and about 50 of our members come from the Asia Pacific region. So if you'd like to come and peer in London, please come and find me or use those email addresses, and we'd love to help you out.
Thank you. And next, load up.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Richard Irving, and I'm the CEO of LONAP for my sins. As our internet exchange has been mentioned about 3 times today in this room, I thought it'd be right for me to come up here and speak to the few people. I know many of you in the room, lots of networks here are amongst the 190 that are connected to our exchange, but a few that I don't recognise. So we've been facilitating peering since 1997. We're only in London. We will only ever be in London. We have about 8 sites, but we have some partners who could help you connect if you're not in one of our data centers. We have products up to and including 100 gig. We we pride ourselves on running a very, very cost-effective service. We are the lowest port price for any established exchange in our region. We run an Arista core, and if you'd like to know more, then I'll be happy to talk to you during the meeting, or you can do the email thing, sales@lonap.net. Thank you.
And the next, net dot.
Yeah, hi, I'm Martin from NetNode in Sweden. We run the exchanges up in Stockholm and Copenhagen, where we have about 160 connected ASNs. We peak at about 1.2 terabit of traffic. We have remote peering for program up and running. So if you want to peer up in the northern parts of Europe, please contact me or send us an email at ix@netnode.se. Thanks.
Thank you very much. So all covered. So thank you for your cooperation. And this file can be downloaded from the APIX site. Okay. And I think it is relatively easy to compare with each other IXPs. So even if you can download these data from PeeringDB, but this time I make the same information on the slides. So you can easily compare them. Yes, please do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toyama-san. We have one last peering personnel from Akamai.
Hi, I'm Daryl Collins, and this is Mayumi Ono from Akamai. We are a global CDN, and we peer all over the place. I don't think our slides are going to come up. We are.
Oh, here, there.
We are AS20940. You forget your AS number? And Cam's over here, and Mayumi and I are here if you'd like to talk to us about peering. If we can go to the next slide, we also have another AS, 32787, which is our DDoS mitigation service, which peers slightly less widely and has a selective policy, but we can also talk to you about that. Thank you very much.
All right, it's been a long day, and so on behalf of Rafael, Gavin, Toyama, and myself, thank you for joining us today for the Peering Forum. Just one last announcement. We have the Peering Social organized by Equinix. It starts at 6 p.m. You have to have a ticket. And if you don't have a ticket, you can look for Rafael. Rafael, where are you? Anyway. All right, thank you, everybody. See you at the social.